Flippin Fantastic Podcast, episode 21. I'm Alicia the Ink Picker.
And I'm Mo87 Official. Hello, how's everybody's weekend?
Happy Friday in the future.
Mm-hmm. It's hump day for us. Hump day.
Yes.
Meaning it's like big garage sale day for Midwesterners.
There are some.
Not for me.
There's 5 today here.
Wow.
There was 4 this morning, and then there's one more around 3. So hopefully I can get there in time after this, but we'll see. Gotta beat all the other people that get there 45 minutes early.
I know, right? I didn't even go out last weekend. What was last weekend? What was last weekend? Oh, I do that paranormal stuff, and my group, we run tours for the state park of Fort Delaware in the fall, so they let us stay overnight in season, so we stayed overnight over there, and I was just tired, and I have way too much inventory, so I was okay to miss a weekend. I don't know that there was that much out there. Did you find anything good?
Last weekend, yeah, actually I went to a couple auctions that we did talk about. Wait. Yeah, because we recorded right before I left to Colorado. So yeah. I did find a couple cool things at auctions. A couple things have already sold. I listed a bunch of auction stuff yesterday too. I did get some
so your vacation
glass candle holders. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, but I was gonna say, tell us about your vacation and how you filled up your van with stuff. I
forgot. I kind of completely forgot about the whole vacation thing. So we left. What day was that? That was Friday. Yeah, we left Friday after my husband got off work. Or no, Thursday after my husband got off work. So there were 2 sales that morning. I'm like, I don't need to go, but I'm gonna go. So I got up early, went to 2 sales. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut myself off. Like, I could stay out here until we have to leave, but I need to get home and pack, because I like to pack last minute, I guess, because I get so overwhelmed with the task of packing that I put it off, even though I have to do it regardless.
Yeah.
And I used to be the kind of person that would pack like weeks in advance, but not anymore for some reason. Anyways, we left. We ended up driving all the way there. We were going to stop at like the 6-hour point, sleep, and then drive the other 2 hours the next day. But we made it all the way there. We got there at like midnight, and also keep in mind the time change. So it does go an hour behind. Yeah. An hour behind, or an hour ahead. Yeah.
Is Colorado's mountain? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, so we went an hour ahead.
I was a geography
remembering
major.
correctly.
I don't know time zones.
I'm really bad at time zones.
I really was a geography major, but I don't know time zones.
And then so we made it to Monument, Colorado. There was a free camping spot. There's an app you can use for those of you guys that like to camp. There's an app called iOverlander. On there, you can find free camping spots, showers, laundry. If you need to if you have an RV and you need to dump your tanks or fill your water, there's little icons on that map to specify. Yeah. So that next day we got up, we went and showered at a gas station, which I've never done before, but it was actually really nice. They have shower rooms, and it was really nice. I'm like, wow.
It wasn't a Buc-ee's?
No, it wasn't Buc-ee's. They don't have Buc-ee's over there, as far as I know.
I don't know where Buc-ee's is.
It was like a Pilot or something, but it was actually really nice.
Like a truck stop, kind of?
Yeah, like a truck stop.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice and clean. As long as it's clean, I'm okay.
It was really nice. I was really impressed. Wow. I'm like, this is real nice. Okay, anyways. It's nicer than most hotel bathrooms that I've been in, but let's see. Then we went and took pictures at where we got married on our anniversary. We went out to
Aw,
eat. And
that's
then
awesome.
as we were driving down to the lake where we got married, I saw a garage sale sign. They're like, let's go, let's go. And my husband's like, we'll do it after we go take pictures and stuff. I'm like, okay. And so after that, we go over there. And it's like really nice neighborhood. We were actually like, oh, I wonder how much houses cost here. And it's like $500,000 up to $1 million. And it's like, it's really expensive. So it was a really nice house like we pulled up to, and the lady was like, oh, like this girl that she had with her, she's like, oh, this is our exchange student. She doesn't have enough space to take all of her things back, so we're selling off like some of her stuff. So I got, well, this was also some of the like that family stuff too. So I got a bunch of vintage like Care Bears, like really old, like 80s Care Bears for $1 a piece. I got like 6 of those. Then I got Kate Spade laptop bag, which I did comp. It last sold new for 99 free ship. So I put mine also at 99 free ship, even though it is technically used, but it doesn't have a tag, but it looks great. It looks like no one ever used it. So I list that. I got this really cool bag. I was going to keep it for myself, but it's black and has like a chain, like strap, like a shoulder purse. And I was like, oh, this is cute. And I looked it up. And I'm like, oh, it's like a $30 purse. Like, I guess I got all of that for $1. I paid $1 for everything. And this lady had a whole willow tree collection. She's like $2 a piece. And I was like leaning back and forth. I'm like, do I want to ask her if she'll take a deal for all of it? And I just kept looking. She's like, $1 each. Take them all. I'm like, okay. So I paid like, I forgot how much I paid, like $15 or something for everything. And I was gonna say I already made my money back, but I don't think I've sold anything from that purchase yet. I haven't, but I have listed all of it. Listed all the willow tree, all the purses, and all
That's awesome.
the Care Bears. So we're just waiting on that. And after that, we camped every night. It was great. The weather was great. I'm trying to think what else we did. Oh, we went and got massages in Estes Park, Colorado, because I love Estes Park. There's this little duck pond. You pay $1, you get a cup of corn, and you can go feed the ducks. That's like my favorite place ever. And there's a place there that does massages, so we went and got that done, and that was actually really nice. Did the hot stones, and like you could add on stuff for free. So you could do hot stones, you could do like the cupping, you could do dry brushing. There's like all kinds of these methods I've never heard of before. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like, oh, I'll try this and this and this. It's actually really nice. I don't know what else we really did. I mean, we ate a lot of food. We'd asked like at the places, you're like, where's the best pizza place? And then they told us, and so we went, and it was actually really good. And they had a robot waiter. That was really cool. Yeah, it was a nice like low-key trip, and of course we didn't spend a ton on lodging because we had the van. The most we paid was one that we stayed at a campground that was like $40.
Yeah, but so I mean, compared to a hotel.
But the campground, it had nice like enclosed showers, nice bathroom. It had a washer dryer, which actually came in handy because I didn't pack enough clothes, so I actually had to like wash a load of laundry over there. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. It's weird. It's usually I overpack, and I'm like, I'm not going to overpack, and I actually underpacked. So I was like, okay. But no, so it was really nice, and they even had like a little station in the laundry room area with like big sinks. So like if you needed to like, I don't know, fill a bucket with water or something, I don't know. It had big sinks in there though. It was cool. And they actually had like the night we got there, they had this thing called root beer with a park ranger. So they like made root beer floats, and you just went and they were just giving them out there at that campsite. Awesome. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'm like, all right, that's neat. I've never really heard of campsites like doing that, but it was a state park too. This was in Sterling, Colorado.
I was gonna say it has a ranger, so.
And
that's awesome.
And we didn't have phone service out there, really. It was really bad, but my husband had bought an AT&T Wi-Fi hotspot to take on the trip, and it was not useful at all during the trip until this campground, because then we had no phone service, but AT&T signal was great, so then we had Wi-Fi, and I'm like, perfect. So it worked. It was worth it for us.
That's
so I came back with a little bit of sourcing stuff. It paid for, a few meals.
Paid for your trip,
part of it, and it was nice. And I came back and I'm like, I'm ready to work. I'm ready to like get back into it. And so now I've been working on listing because I've been inspired by, well, there was this lady in Vegas, Ginger Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
I know she has her and her husband have a pretty big YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But I follow them on Instagram. And what I notice what she does, I don't know if they have a death pile. I don't follow them on YouTube, but what I see is she'll go to Goodwill, source, and then go list all that stuff that day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. It's like, I want to do that.
You
So,
practically do that. I don't do that, as
I need to
evidenced
get on
by my giant death pile. But I know you're pretty good at it. You're like, I listed this. I'm like, oh man, I haven't listed stuff from 2 weeks ago.
I do have a pile of stuff that's kind of sitting there that is like has been sitting here for a few months. So I want to like get through all that and kind of basically have it where it's kind of like first in, first out rule, kind of like the same with like stocking food or anything like that. Just like first in, first out. So the first thing, get things to process instead of having that one item that I don't really want to list sitting in the corner and forgetting about it. So I'm kind of inspired by that. So I've been trying to list a lot, but of course you can only do so much in a day.
Yeah. I haven't. Well, I have a ton of pictures that now I can list stuff because tomorrow I take my sister, so I'll be sitting around for a while. So I'm going to list because, so I'll do that. But it's been busy around here because my son finished 8th grade, so all that nonsense that goes along with it, taking him here and there, and like I told you before, I have PTSD when I have to go into school. I'm like, So anyway, and that's done. So he's done with that. Yay. Only thing I have to do is take him to swim practice, and that's, 5 minutes away. So we're good. It's summer mode here. It's hot.
It is so hot out today.
It's not
awful.
It's not that hot here today. Oh, my phone's buzzed. I forgot to turn it off. We're getting all that. So some of the people up like farther north, you might probably saw. I haven't even been on the Discord. I've been so busy, but I did read it. Some of the people up north of me have it worse, but we're getting like that smoke from Canada. So it's super hazy around here. And the air quality is crap, so you can't. So going outside, kind of,
Here it's actually I don't notice. I haven't noticed anything, but
yeah. I think it's here because it's of where it's coming from. I know, like farther north, like New York and people up there are having more of that smoke, but it is here. So people with asthma and everything aren't supposed to go outside. It doesn't really bother me, but it's like, I don't know. It just feels yucky outside. Because it's not just like it's humid. It's just, hazy humid. It's like hazy smoky. So, but it's summer mode. Yay. So excited.
yes. And there's 3 citywides this weekend. Like I said, there's an auction. There's also like there's a museum here, and they're having their own little like flea market thing going on.
Okay.
On Friday. And then in one of the citywides, this person's having just a free sale, so they're just putting stuff out, but it's all free. And I'm like, I'm going to that one. So we'll see how that goes. It's a lot of. I made my list last night, and there's even more sales that like came out today with advertising, so I have to get everything in order.
I haven't even looked, and I do need to look just to make sure that my favorite estate sale company isn't having one, because usually starts on Thursday. Can't find my.
I guess quickly I could go through comments from last video. It was really nice having Amy on here last weekend. That was really fun.
Thank you, Amy.
Last week. Yes, that was so nice. Fake McName 3046 said, selling stuff to prop departments sounds awesome. I never even thought about how they source stuff. Love to see Amy on the show. Can't wait for others guests.
Who's Fake Name?
Yes. That's one of my friends.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is that somebody we know? Fake McName. Oh, Fake McName. I didn't even read any of those yet. That's funny.
Nerdy
Okay.
Picker. Shout out to Nerdy Picker. She's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
whatnots. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure to follow her on whatnot. She's been doing quite a bit of those. I haven't
Yeah.
made it to any because usually it's like in the evening, and for some reason it's like right at the time that like my husband gets home and we're making dinner and
Right.
or whatever, or I'm just not around or whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to stop
I
by more though.
Yeah, she had one last Saturday. I wasn't around, but I went to one. I have my Star Wars guys here that I got from her.
I have some Star Wars guys here on my desk. I was gonna just throw on the dollar auction. They're actually kind of cool
Oh yeah.
little ones. I've got three of them, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna throw them on the dollar auction because
Yeah.
I looked them up and they're not
Yeah.
amazing.
Mm-mm.
Well, okay. Speaking of, cutting into the reviewing of the comments real quick, I bought a bunch of lots at this one auction. There was one glass lot. I paid like $2 for the whole flat. I talked about this last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I cherry picked a few things out, and then I threw it on the dollar auction, the local one, and it's
Yeah.
going for $5. Like I'm making a profit on the scraps, and I'm like, I just put the as is. There's like a couple teapots. There's some sugar creamers. There's some little saucers. There's little vases. I'm like, you get all of this. So that is going, and then I had two big toy lots. So like I don't know if you saw the video, but I got a free lot of just like Legos and random
Yeah.
crap. This lady is just like, just take it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through that whole bin of toys, which sucked. It absolutely sucked. But I like threw a bunch of other things in another bin, and I auctioned off two other totes of just random toys, and those are also going for
That's awesome.
like $5.
See, now, like,
each.
I
It's
would
$5
like-
each box.
See, it's so funny because I would like to go through that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know.
It's just
I
it took
find
up
it
so much
relaxing.
space because it was like one
Oh,
huge
okay.
heavy tote and then
Yeah.
like three other little boxes of stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get through it anyway. So we're making a profit on the
That's
scraps
awesome.
from the auction, which is nice. And
That's awesome.
the auction ends on it tomorrow, so hopefully those get out of my house before this weekend. Anyways, did I read? I didn't read Nerdy Picker's comment. Oh, here we go.
No.
I really enjoyed the show, ladies. Love y'all having guests now. Bubblegate is a fun conversation across the board. I was never a Supply Hut fan to begin with. Their bubble mailers couldn't protect a fart. Stick with
I know,
Bubble Boy.
I did see that earlier.
That's good. Yeah, and it sounds like in the Discord some people are a little upset about Supply Hut still. So
Yeah, I have not. Did you ever order anything from them?
mm-mm.
Neither
I
did
was
I.
gonna try to take advantage of their coupon, but I kind of forgot about it, and then it was too late. And I'm like,
I would be-
whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. With all the boxes, like the only thing I do buy is envelope mailers. You know, I have
Mhm.
polys mailers and bubble mailers, and sometimes I'll get the eBay bubble mailers. I bought a ton when I started. You know,
Mhm.
I bought a ton of poly mailers, and I still have them. I still have some, and I get so many boxes between stuff I order and my mom and my sisters give me boxes. I almost never, I mean, I get, like, I usually have to get some boxes fourth quarter, but I have a lot of boxes, so I don't buy, like, if I buy boxes, I buy, what is it, 8x6x4? I find that a very handy size. And I'm thinking I'm going to get some. I had 8x8x8s, but I think I need like something like a 10x10x10. Just for like the kind of things that I sell a lot of, like breakable things.
Mhm.
And otherwise I do use priority mailers, but I I've said before, I do a lot of what do you call it, parcel select or whatever. And since now they're going to that, I'm kind of set up for it, and it'll be the first class stuff over, I guess, 4 ounces. But
Mhm.
but yeah, so I don't buy a lot of boxes. Like, I don't sell that much at the moment. I'm barely getting back up to 500 listings, but yeah, I've never done it. So, but like, there's some people that are kind of angry at Supply Hut for other reasons, not just Bubblegate. You
And
know,
it is funny that you mentioned about the box thing, because I also like my parents, they have a business of their own,
Yeah.
and so they get shipments in of random things all the time, and then they keep
Yeah.
the boxes and the padding and the paper
Right.
for me.
Yep.
But personally, the only boxes that I've purchased that I need to use are
Mm-hmm.
when I was selling a bunch of Funko figures.
Right.
I bought some
Mm-hmm.
boxes that would work to stick them in there and put padding on all sides. So I
Yeah,
still have some
because
left of
people are.
those, and then
Mm-hmm.
I also had some small like 4x4x4 boxes for like little like pins
I have
or
those too. And
um.
I got those from eBay with my quarterly,
Oh,
money. I
see,
got them from them.
I use it to get their bubble mailers because I feel like I
Yeah.
needed those quite a bit. So I got those, and then I have a crap ton of a of little these little. I have these are the smallest ones,
Mm-hmm.
but I have some bigger
Yep.
ones too. But these
That's
ones
what
they're
I have.
so thin. See, like you can almost see me through that. So
Oh,
I
I
usually
have, yeah.
double up on this.
Yeah. The ones
If
I
I ever
have are
use
pretty decent.
those.
But I bought a ton, and I don't sell as many things that go in a mailer like that than
Mm-hmm.
a box. So because, they're so cheap. So you buy, a pack of like, whatever it was, 100 or something. I still have them. I think I just got them off Amazon, or maybe eBay. I don't know. But they're,
Um, And
but
you
yeah,
know,
the
they're
boxes
nice.
too.
I'm
Hmm.
trying to think of what ship in those, but I think it's just like little things. Like if I have like a little hat, like a beanie hat would fit in those, or
Yep.
like.
Any kind of.
Anyways, but the only boxes I find that I personally need to buy are stuff like for first class. And I was also thinking about how
Hmm.
I found a box at my parents' shop because I have like three stone chessboards that are sitting in my death pile. They're big. They're
Hmm.
like maybe 15 by 15.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I've shipped one before, and the only time I did ship it, it got so damaged in the mail,
Oh.
and it just didn't work out. So it sucked because I was like, I
Hmm.
got it for like $5, and I flipped it for like 55, and it just broke. And
Yeah.
so I was worried about it, but I'm like, ooh, this box works perfect. And I saw on the bottom it's actually from Uline, and I was like, oh well. At this point, I'd rather list one, kind of wait for it to sell off, and then wait until my parents find another box that would fit.
Right. Hmm.
But then, as you mentioned boxes, I also remembered I'm running out of my number 7 boxes that I use all the time from USPS, so I'm going to order some right
Yeah.
now. Those I use for everything. I use them for like large plush. If I have any
Hmm.
huge plush, I'll just throw them in there. I sold a couple of those uranium glass candle holders, which I was a little sad about because I did list them for 35 plus ship. I didn't
Yeah.
realize like that canary. I think it's called canary glass, but it did glow. Um, that stuff is kind of sought after, and I didn't really have the right listings pulled up, so of course it
Hmm.
sold in 5 minutes. So I was a little sad. I'm like, oh, I could have probably made
Oh.
50 to 55 to
Hmm.
60, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh well, it's sold instantly and like whatever. I'm not gonna like cancel the order. I know some
Right.
people would maybe do that,
No. Well, as long as,
but I don't
I
like to do
wouldn't.
that.
No. Don't do that. That's,
I was just
it's
happy
kind of
I made a
terrible.
profit, so I was
Hmm.
happy. It was a cool piece. Did we get those ordered? Okay, there we go. Got that ordered. But boxes, yeah. So, and I do buy bubble wrap. I did get American Bubble Boy because,
Yeah, I'm on.
I think it's because of Lonnie and Candace. Like, you always hear them talking about it. So I think in my mind, when I needed to order bubble wrap, because before my grandparents would get me bubble wrap like as like a birthday gift. They'd go to Sam's, get the huge rolls of bubble wrap, and like, here you
Yeah.
go. I'm like, awesome, that's great. Like, I love that. And then I ran out. I finally ran out, and then so I was like, okay, I'm gonna order, and then we did that, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. But
I'm getting Bubble Boy. Like I have it on like a auto ship every couple months.
I should do that, but I feel like
It's a little bit cheaper.
I haven't quite gauged how much bubble wrap or whatever I'll go through in so much time because it usually
Yeah.
depends. Because some days I'm shipping a ton of breakables, other times I'm not. So
Yeah, same. Like I haven't shipped a ton of breakables lately. Everything I've been selling has been, which isn't that much, but isn't, I might use a little, like I sold a Disney pin today. Put it in a little box and put a little bubble wrap on it and put it in I didn't have a bubble mailer handy. The bubble mailer I had was too big. I put it in a poly mailer. I mean, I could have used it, but I was like, I'll just put a piece of bubble wrap around it. But yeah, so it depends. But I do like bubble boy. It comes pretty fast. I know some people say they had like you had the smell, right? once.
Yeah, the cigarette
Yeah.
smoke smell.
Yeah,
But
mine
I don't know
didn't
if
have
it's
that.
actual cigarettes or maybe, but it's weird because that first initial pack of rolls I got did smell like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
they sent me another one free of charge to make it
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't smell like it. So I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
I
part
don't
of the
know.
production process or if someone was smoking or
Yeah.
it could have been FedEx or whoever delivered it. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
FedEx. Could have been FedEx. Could have been
Yeah.
I don't know. Um Anyways, last few comments here. Running for the King said, "Great show, ladies. I sold a thermos to the prop department for Poker Face. I don't know if it was
Oh,
used.
that's cool.
That's
That's
neat."
cool.
ABC Matt says, "Whoa, a third person. It's Amy. I will wait on the queue for a guest appearance." We'll keep that in mind, Matt. But we're getting the ladies in
We
line
want
first
the
since Trash to
ladies need
Cash.
representation.
Yes, since Trash to Cash doesn't seem to like to bring many ladies on their show.
No,
Um,
they have like reselling
they did bring Kayla.
bros.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. They
the
have the
bros
bros on. Bro.
and Harry Tornado.
Harold
Uh,
Tormato.
Yeah, and then Amy Beach by Repeat. Thanks for having me on and as your first guest too. You ladies are the best.
Yep.
Oh, you're
Thanks,
the best,
Amy. You're the
Amy.
best. It was awesome. Like talking with other sellers.
It's fun.
Cool.
It really
Yeah.
is. To Mar 8 says another flippin' fantastic episode.
Thank you.
And then Andy Someta said, "Wow, nice to meet you, Amy." And that's it. That's all the comments. Let me actually see if there's any old ones too. And we do have 111 subscribers now.
Woohoo! 111.
And nope,
That's
doesn't look
like
like
a
we have any
lucky
new
number
ones.
in Chinese. Like China.
Well, I know three numbers in succession means
Yep.
different things too.
Because they have I know 11. Is it 1111? They have it's like a big lucky
Make
day
a
for them or
wish.
something.
Yeah. Something like that.
Mhm.
I was trying to think what else. I thought I remembered something, but no, that was fun. We'll definitely have more guests in the future.
Mhm.
Gotta kind of
Yep.
space it out. But we'll get around to getting
Mhm.
people on here and any sales for you lately? Like
No.
good
I mean,
sales?
nothing great. Nope. I'm still
Your store's still
sell some things, don't sell anything. Sell some things, don't sell anything. So, but I've been in list mode. Hopefully tomorrow cuz I have like 4 hours to sit around while I wait for my sister and I can go but before I had to go to like like I found a Panera Bread not far from the hospital where she has to go.
Mhm.
And I could use the Wi-Fi. Well, this Panera, I don't know what kind of nonsense. It's in Philadelphia. It's a section they call University City because all colleges are there, right? And Philadelphia has a lot of med schools and everything. And she goes to University of Penn for her treatment. And you can kind of get like University of Penn kind of has some like free Wi-Fi around, and sometimes you can get it, but it's usually like where unless you're in the building, which is like next door, it's really weak. But anyway, this ghetto Panera turns off the Wi-Fi from about 11 to 3, which is usually when I'm there. I'm like,
it's probably
is
to
it me?
keep people from sitting in there during the lunch rush or something.
I guess, but they sit in there and they leave because it's 99% students in there. Me, and there's a couple homeless people when it rains that are in there. And the lady cleans off the tables. She does more than the people that work there. I'm just saying. And they also put locks on the bathrooms. Like, you have to get a code. And you have to go downstairs because I'd sit upstairs. But anyway, you can, like, now because all of the nonsense is over, I can go sit in the hospital, like, waiting area. They have a nice sunny atrium with free Wi-Fi. So, and then we'll get free parking because because she'll get it validated. So I'm like, well, finally I go, because I can't use I mean, when it's nice out, I would walk. There's like a little park, because it's a campus, so there's like a little park benches and stuff, and I would sit outside. But like, I always feel like I'm not getting anything done. This is like 4 hours. Sometimes I would edit some pictures. But like, not being able to list stuff like really was driving me crazy. I mean, I gotta take her. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. But because she doesn't often feel great when she leaves, so she doesn't like to drive. But yeah, so now I have internet, so I should get tons of stuff uploaded tomorrow. They have nice comfy couches and coffee bar, so I'm excited. Nice, I didn't bring my computer the last time. I was like, well, can I go in there now? And she's like, yeah. So she's like, yeah, I didn't know that you could, but there's people in there and you don't have to wear a mask anymore, blah, blah, blah. So I sat in there and I didn't bring my computer. I only had my phone with me. So I didn't get anything done last time. I didn't have any pictures taken. But, yeah, so I'm going to get some listing done tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm not excited for sitting for 4 hours there, but, you know what I mean. But I haven't had any great sales, but hopefully I am going to gear myself up. Fourth quarter's around the corner, people.
Yeah.
I did sell, you were talking about selling stuff because Amy sold stuff to props departments and everything. I just packed up this thing. I have a weakness when I buy things. I like stupid souvenir-y things. Okay. So if they're like super cheap, I'll get them. And I sell them. Like, I know people say, don't buy a souvenir mug or this or that. And sometimes I buy them if they're kind of cool. If like a mug is super cool looking, or if it's just something else that's kind of cool looking, I sell them. And I like pick up like a stupid little toothpick holder with a crab on it, says Florida, for 25 cents and sell it for $12. I'll do it,
Yeah.
But I sold it was a postcard that was in a frame, but it was sold that way, of like old-timey Ireland castle and a horse and buggy or a horse and cart or something in front of it. I sold it to an Irish pub in Washington State. I thought it was funny. I'm funny. Like, I go print the thing out and it was like something, O'Malley's Irish pub or something like that. I was like, oh, that's funny. Because I was like, I wonder who's buying this. Yeah. I mean, hey, I get it. That's where you find the stuff. So yeah, I thought it was funny.
I see what I
how
sold.
about you?
I did sell this is to like a viewer / fellow community member. I had a old Texaco 1959 Atlas roadmap thing. You can see it was originally 25 cents. There's like a stamp on it. And then it also had a postcard in that same lot, so I just threw it together. And this person, Neil, over at Happy Hound Trading, he's on the Discord. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel. I think he does. Actually, he does. He did mention he was gonna.
Does he post?
He's gonna mention. Sometimes he's in there. Okay. He's got a cute little logo with a dog on it. It's real cute.
I don't recognize the name, but hello,
but
Neil.
He did buy that.
That's cool.
I don't know if he listens to the show, but I sold that for $22, which is cool because this is just like in a random lot that I got for like $1, so it's cool. I didn't expect to make much off this. I didn't think much of Texaco, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is cool stuff. I did sell this is a good skincare brand to look out for. Roden and Fields.
Yes.
I got this. I didn't know anything about it. I just went to this garage sale in the middle of nowhere. And they had some like beauty healthcare stuff, so I looked it up and I picked this thing up for like $3 or $4 and I sold it yesterday for $99 free ship. It's like a step 3 dual active brightening complex and it's 25 milliliters, just 2 little tubes.
I know.
It's kind of like go ahead.
Go ahead.
It kind of reminds me of this. There's this other thing I had sold and I listed it on Mercari and it actually I listed on eBay. They took it off for Vero or whatever, or they didn't want me selling it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just throw it on Mercari. So I did,
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? It was like a plexus or something like that.
I don't know.
But it's like a hair care thing. And
Oh, okay.
I got them for $1 a piece. I got like 6 of them. And I
Uh-huh.
sold them each for like 50 to 60 on Mercari. So I paid
Wow.
$6. And I ended up making a
Mm-hmm.
few hundred, which was great.
That's
And I keep
awesome.
trying to find this lady's sale because I found it at a Citywide. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I buy the kits and I never use these, so I just sell them." So I was hoping to
Okay.
find her again so I could buy more,
Right?
but I haven't seen her sale pop up. I keep looking for her though. I did sell a cap gun for 70.
Like an
Keep in
old
mind on
timey
eBay.
cap gun?
On
Cool.
eBay, you can't sell them without the orange
They
tip.
have
They
to
need to
have the
have like
orange.
a orange tip. Well, someone in the
Mm-hmm.
Discord said if you just get some of those orange earplugs and stick it on the end,
And
it
stick it.
works. And I'm like,
Oh, then you can do that. Cool. Yeah, because I was gonna
and
say they
it,
didn't. I mean, I feel some days I feel old, but yeah, they didn't. I mean, they didn't have orange tips on them, but they didn't
yeah.
look. The things that we played like that were like cap gun looking. They didn't
hmm
look like didn't look super
This
real either.
this one was
Did
pretty
it look real?
nice. I don't. I mean, it's cool. It's got intricate designs on it
Yeah,
and
it was probably
whatever.
wasn't as
But
cheap as
like,
what we used to play with.
it
We just
it
wanted
was
to bang
nice.
this like caps, pow, pow, pow.
um,
And then you were
that's
done.
pretty much
You were done with the
it.
roll of caps, and then you were done playing with it.
Yep. Sold some Ariat Fat Babies. They were the really cute ones. I
Oh,
had
the
them in
little
one of my
bits,
videos, the
yeah.
black
Mm-hmm.
ones with the orange
Yeah.
flowers. I picked those up
Yeah,
for
they were
like
cute.
20 or 25. I sold them for 69 plus ship, which
That's
it's
cool.
okay pickup. I've
Mm-hmm.
been trying to like really sell shoes. So when I was on vacation, this was actually one thing I was going to talk about. When I was on vacation, I was like, okay, I put my store on time away.
Mm-hmm.
My store had been performing pretty well,
Yeah.
actually really well the past like month. It's been great. And then as soon as I go on vacation, it drops. I still made a sale every day,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't reach like my daily goal of
Right.
sales per day
Mm-hmm.
that I like to have.
Yeah.
As soon as I get back and I get back to listing, so yesterday shoots right back up. Like you look at the
That's
graph
awesome.
and you can see when I left because it goes shoo and then
Yeah.
back. It's way back up again, which is great.
That's
So
awesome. That's good.
it
You
kind of
didn't
like woke the
suffer.
store back up. Yeah,
You
it
didn't
wasn't.
suffer from being away. When I went
Yeah, and
away, ever since I went away, was it April?
mhm,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Mine's kind of been like, ugh. Last year I went away around the same time, and
hmm
I swear I sold more on vacation, like the week that I was
Uh-huh.
gone, than, and I didn't have any, nobody was like, why didn't you ship this yet? Like I didn't have any dopes that didn't know how to
hmm
read where it said the seller's on vacation. It'll be, and I had, when they bought it, I had a little message that went out, said this will, I'm going to ship as soon as I come home on Monday morning, blah, blah, blah. But this year, no, I have been suffering ever since. Part of it is me. I'm not consistently listing. Hopefully I will remedy that. But yeah, but last year, phew, I sold a
Yeah,
lot during vacation. eBay's so weird. It's
it's
so
temperamental.
weird.
But what I did when I went on vacation, I'm like, okay, because I did this when we went to Vegas. I'm like, I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sales. When
Mm-hmm.
I had gone on vacation, I think at some point last year, I left sales on my store. Or was it? Yeah, because I just bought a store last year, but I had gone on time away for a short amount of time. I left my promotion sales on my store, and I still made a bunch of sales while I was gone. Well, now what my habit is, if I go on vacation mode, and I always have it where they can still buy stuff while I'm gone,
Yeah,
I take off my sales promotions. So if something sells, it sold for full price
full
or I
price. Mm-hmm.
accepted an offer. So that's what happened. And then I got back and then I put my promotions all back up and I even put an extra promotion on all my shoes, an extra 10% off. So I do like, the 10, 20, 30, 35
Mm-hmm.
instead of 40.
Yeah.
But then I also put an extra 10 on anything that was shoes or sneakers or anything like that. Because I'm
Okay.
like I'm trying to get shoes out. Even cross posted on Facebook. And it's been hard to
Mm-hmm.
get them just to leave. They're decent. Some of them are decent shoes, like Brooks.
You get nice shoes. I'm
Crocs.
telling you.
uh-huh.
Even everywhere. Where was I? I was at a garage sale, but she was asking too much, and they weren't anything great. I forget what they were. It was a couple weeks ago, but like at the stores around here, the shoes are like, I'm like, these are garbage. Like, I wouldn't donate these shoes, you know? Somebody does. Like, smelly, nasty, so dirty. There's not good shoes around here. It's,
Yeah,
because
I
I
like too
like
many.
shoes.
I'm like,
always
I'd
wanna look
almost want to try to stop selling so much, but I also again then like when was that? Like a couple weeks ago, I picked up some Hey Dudes for 4 a piece at the sale,
Oh, wow.
and I instantly sold the other one of the pairs. They weren't like shoes; they were like kind of like little boots, little fur, because they had fur on the inside too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're kind of nice. So I picked them up and I already sold one, so I like made my money from that one sale.
I don't wear them, but they're like the reseller shoe.
They're the Kevin shoe.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Maybe
people
Kevin should get
I see in
sponsored,
videos that are wearing Hey Dudes.
I mean, I've heard they're comfortable.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I have a pair of Crocs I wear to go into the yard with the dog and I use them for when I go into the basement. That's about as far as I'm going to go. I'm not getting Hey Dudes.
My shoe choice. Well, right now my shoe choice is Crocs. I got the Crocs sandals.
I
So
like
they
your
still have little holes,
sandals. Yeah.
so you could put your little gibbets.
I want to
in there.
get a
like
pair
those.
of those. I want to
Those
get a
are
pair of
nice.
those. Yeah. The reason I have a pair of Crocs is, well, my son goes camping all the time, and in the summertime when he goes camping, if they do sometimes they do stuff in the water, they still need to wear shoes. If they're kayaking or boating or fishing or whatever, you know, they need shoes that can get wet. So I bought him a pair of Crocs, but it was on eBay and they were buy one, get one half off. So I bought myself
There you
a pair. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I have a pair of Crocs, but they are comfy. I would like the sandals.
I only like the sandals. I don't like
yeah.
like the traditional Crocs. I did used to have a pair when I was
Yeah.
a kid, but I do like how you could get the little gibbets and you
Yeah.
can customize them. So like you
Yeah.
get like Taco Bell ones, or you can get like Hello Kitty
Uh-huh.
or whatever you like.
Yeah. I'm not a wear my Crocs out person, but
all the
I'll
time
wear-
in the summer.
I'll-
Like today,
I'll wear
they're easy. Just
if they were sandals, I would probably wear them out, but I don't wear these ones out. They're strictly they're good in the summertime, like to walk around the yard, or if I take the dog out or something. And they're good if it's like raining or it's wet. And then I leave them and I slip them on when I go down to the basement. But I would rather have
they're
I would
nice.
wear the sandals out. Yeah.
I even took them with me like on our trip. So when we had to go shower and all these random showers, I would just wear my Crocs in with me into the shower, and they clean up so nice. They look like new.
Oh yeah.
Just wear them in there and
Absolutely.
clean them up.
Yeah.
They look great. There's these other really cute ones. They're basically the sandal, but they're called the Crocs Mega Crush Sandal, and they're like chunky platform sandals.
The big platforms. Yes, I've seen
I
them.
want those. They keep going out of stock in my size though, because I sign up for email notifications and I'll go check and they're out of stock already. And I'm like,
we wear the same size, don't we? 9.5 or
I'm
something.
not sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have a hard time. I think it's like just in general. When I'm looking for shoes. I mean, now that I
I feel like it's a common
don't
size.
have a regular
I don't
job.
know.
Yeah, I feel like it's like it's like everything I find is like smaller. Like when you go look, you go somewhere or you look online. Anyway.
Anyways, well, I got those, and
That's cool.
Of course, I
those
wear my
those Hey
Demonias,
Dudes are
so-
popular.
yep.
Oh yeah.
I wear my Demonias on my platform shoes, platform boots, especially in the winter time. Around summer, I do have one like sandal pair of Demonias, and they're chunky. They're like this chunky, and so I'll wear those sometimes. But
Yeah.
it might fall on your face if you don't walk correctly in them, which I might have done a couple times. And that's pretty much it. I'm not a big person on name brand shoes. I used to wear Converse, but like the way my feet are, they just aren't comfortable in Converse.
See, I wear
think
them all the
Converse
time.
are cute.
Yeah,
I do have
I
a
wear
pair
them all
of
the
Day of the
time.
Dead Vans though. Day of the Dead
Oh,
Vans.
that's
with all
awesome.
like the design on them, so I do have one of those. I have
That's
those.
awesome.
I don't
would
wear them very
love-
much though.
Yeah. I have a pair of
And
purple Doc Martens with skulls on them.
Ooh. I've always wanted
Those
a
are
pair
my
of Doc
favorite.
Martens, but some of them are pricey.
I
I've
got
heard
these off
they're
of
a
eBay.
pain to break in. Oh, there you go. It's already done for you.
They were in really good condition, and like I don't think they wore them very much. Like the soles are not worn or anything.
That's the thing. You can find like, say, I want those Mega Crush platform Crocs.
Yep.
On Mercari, people are buying them and reselling them right now. But
Yeah.
if I wanted to, I could probably find a pair on eBay.
Well, because people like buy stuff like, and they don't like,
To
I'm
follow the hype or whatever.
I'm old enough. I want something, and I want it to be comfortable too. And I mean, I was like when I taught it, I was standing around all day, and the older I got, the more I was like, I'm not wearing anything. Like by the end, I was just like, all black sneakers. Let them try and say something, because had a dress code and we weren't supposed to wear them. Let them try and say something to me. They want me to stand up all day. I need something that but I'm some people, honestly, I like selling shoes. I don't find a lot of shoes here. I like selling shoes. The shoes I've sold, I've said this before, are the ones my mom gives me. And she just gave me another pair that are like, that I wouldn't wear them. My mom and I are around the same size, but like, my mom has like arthritis and, bone spurs, all kinds of stuff. So they're all like the super comfy. They're good for somebody who has a foot problem. And, she buys them and she's like, well, I don't really like, my mom's super sensitive about this with her feet. I'm like, you spend more money on shoes that you don't wear. Because she's like, can you sell these? I'm like, yeah, those are expensive shoes. And I'm telling you, every time she gives me a pair of these shoes, I put them up and they're gone in like within a week. So yes, I like selling shoes. I just don't find them. But actually, I think I said this before. I have a bunch of shoes that I just don't wear anymore that I need to. I when I was teaching, I bought a lot of Born like sandals. Because they're super comfy, and they are like wedges and stuff like that. So and I don't wear them anymore, and I'm not going. Where am I going? They were just something nice to have instead of sneakers all the time. But I should get them out of my closet and sell them.
And I do have a pair of special edition Hello Kitty Adidas. They're like black and pink and red, which is like my color scheme for my tattoos. And I'm like, this is perfect. So I did get those, and I'll wear them out to garage sales sometimes. But I also have another pair of like basic Nikes, just like running shoes for garage sales, especially if you go out like in the middle of nowhere and it's like muddy in the country or something. I don't want to ruin my other shoes, but
we used to call those back in the day. We had bar shoes. Because the floor of the bars were gross. When I was like in college, you had to have like an old nasty pair of sneakers. You'd get all dressed and you'd put your nastiest pair of shoes on. I don't have any like cool sneakers. I have like Converse in like every color.
Really?
Yeah. That was my thing. And I'd wear them. I had a few. I won't say I got talked to, but like, you're not supposed to be wearing Converse, to work. I'm like, come on. I have one to match all my outfits. Green shirt, green Converse.
There you
blue
go.
Shirt, blue Converse. I like Vans too, but I don't have any special editions.
I just have it's not Day of the Dead. It's actually this game. It's called Loteria. It's basically bingo, but in Spanish. So you got like random things like the star, the moon. Anyways, it's if you just Google that in Vans, you'll see the ones I have. And it's got like all the cards all over it. But the two that it accentuates is like the ones with the skulls on them, which like each pair I guess is a little different. So when I was there at the Vans store, I like found the one I liked the most with like the way it was laid out on
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the shoe. So yeah, they're cute. Actually, I haven't worn them in a while because I'm scared to ruin them because they're like multicolored and
Uh-huh.
I'm like
Right, yeah.
like all my other shoes are pretty much black. So, anyways,
You did do you don't want to crease them.
yeah, that too.
Every January after Christmas, and all the kids I taught would get new sneakers, and then they'd wear them to school in the winter when it's can be like kind of funky outside if it's and they come in and they do that walk, the toes up. What are you doing? I don't want to crease my shoes. Why are you wearing them then? Like, don't wear shoes. Then, oh my God, forget it if there was a fire drill and you have to go out in the grass. They lose their shit. They're all up in your hand sanitizer trying to clean the grass stains off their shoes. I'm like, don't wear shoes that you really like to school. Just don't. Don't. Find somewhere else to wear them and show them off. This is not the place.
Actually, I have a pair of shoe crease protectors in my store right now.
I think
they're just like this little
remember
shield.
You showing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it's funny that there are people that how like they collect they collect sneakers like Nikes and stuff. But like those soles completely gyrate. I wonder, like, some of these collections, do they get them replaced? Like, what do they do? Like, because if you don't wear them, it's
so,
worse.
Or if it's just like a trophy that just sits there.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they'll start to crumble. Even I think it's worse when you don't wear them, right? Some of those soles. I don't know.
I have no clue. That's a good question. Anyone that's listening knows what they do with these dry rotted Nike shoes that are so expensive because they're like
I do know that's kind of a little thing that kind of annoys me with eBay. You sell the expensive sneakers and you don't have to pay any. Do they still do that? It was like no fees over a certain
something like that, but I know they also do the authenticity guarantee,
right? And
yeah, I don't know about the no fees because I hardly ever sell shoes that expensive. I've only sold
I don't either, ever. But I know when it started, it was like a big thing, and people talk about. It's one of those things where. Like I get eBay like little ads pop up and this and that, and I'm like, why is it? It's always for sneakers, and the one I think I might have posted it. It was like a long time ago, but in the Discord, and it was an ad, and it was a pair of like special edition Nike blah blah blahs. Mm-hmm. The soles were completely gone. They were garbage and just crumbled away. And they were like hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, this is what, I don't know. And it wasn't just like, it wasn't like a Google search that it came up in or anything. This was an ad for eBay. We sell sneakers. And then they put that's the pair of sneakers that they showed.
That's the picture
was
they
a completely trashed pair for hundreds of dollars. And I was like, really, eBay? Like, there's people out here busting with other things, and
choose the part shoes,
right? But they really were like so fixated, and I don't know if it's anymore. I mean, I know they have the authenticity thing and everything, but so fixated on the shoe thing. There's a certain reseller out there that has like some sort of shoe supplier right now, and just trashes everybody else that with what you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's like, well, I don't want to. I like selling shoes, but I don't want to just sell shoes. Like 20 trash bags full of shoes that you have to pair up and everything. Like, that's not fun for me. Like, I'm not in it for that. But yeah, Anyway, shoes.
Yeah, I've got quite a few to get rid of. We're getting there though. I just want to get rid of that whole shelf, and I'm trying to think of an achievable like goal. Like after I sell most of these shoes and they all fit on that shelf in the trailer,
Yeah.
what do I want to continue to pick up? Like obviously I want to still pick up shoes, but I don't want to
Right.
go overboard like I've done. So I'm trying to think of like, because I don't always look them up.
Yeah, but you
Like those Hey Dudes, I just took them. Like,
well, if I saw Hey Dudes and they were in decent shape and a good price, that's a no-brainer because they're like everywhere. And I joke that resellers shoe. I mean, I know Kevin wears them, but I see a lot of people wearing them. If I see nice, good condition Crocs, I'm going to get them because a lot of people wear them. Yeah, there's certain. Now, see, when it comes to athletic shoes, I don't know that much. I mean, I know some names. You know, I know some names, and then I forget. What's that? Hoka's.
oh yeah, I've got.
But I've never found any. It feels like some of these resellers like find Hoka every time they go out. I don't know, ever seen them anywhere.
I've had a few, but not a ton. I do find them though.
But I really wouldn't. I don't know if I'd know what I was looking for. I'm not a runner. I'm not, I wear Vans and Chucks, and I like New Balance because when I'm like, when
Those
I have
are a good
to like
shoe to pick up too.
Right. When I have to like walk, like I'm going to be doing a lot of walking or whatever, those are the shoes that are comfortable for me. That's what I wear. But I don't know what to look. I guess I know some brands, but so are you going to do you have like a you have like a mental list of like what you're going to pick up, like shoes brands that you know you would pick up?
I know Hoka's like cuz those are pretty good. I was picking up Saucony, but I found that like I can't get them to sell for some reason. Crocs for the most time I do, but I do have like 3 pairs or 4 pairs of Crocs that I have not been able to get rid of for some reason. Yeah, like a couple sandals. Actually I think they're all sandals.
I've had a few. That is one shoe that I found a few of, and I got rid of them.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I really do like to find those like Y2K platforms. Like, what's the brand? Lower East Side. Or, there's another brand. It was like a Walmart brand too that those sell really well. Cause like I picked up a really cute pair of blue ones that I sold. So I think maybe I want to focus more on like the vintagey collectors, like Y2K shoes.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, I say that, and then next thing you know, you're gonna see me like, oh, I went to the sale and all the shoes were $1, and all of a sudden I have a truck full of shoes or something.
There's my sister's stole a truck full of shoes. When you back in, you show that video, beep beep beep, with your truck full of shoes. There is a lot of people made them, but they were Steve Madden, just like they were just sandal, like a slide, I guess. I don't know what you call it. It was just had that black, it had that elastic band, and they were just platforms, and everybody wore them back in the early 2000s. And my sisters were like, they're coming back. I was like, no, they're not. Because I like, if you went anywhere, everybody had those sandals on. And I saw a meme with them. If anybody is at a certain age, you know what I'm talking about. There's a meme, and it was like, if you wore these sandals, it's time for a night cream.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Or like, it is time for a colonoscopy.
Oh, no.
If you wore them. But they were. I wonder if they would sell.
And Doc Martens. I do like to sell Doc Martens quite a bit, too. And I have a family friend that it's a older lady, and she likes to find Doc Martens at sales for me, and then she'll give them to me, and I'll sell them for her commission. So that's like the one thing she'll find for me is those. So That's fun.
I think,
And I just say,
like, they hold up pretty well, so I think, like, that's always something that somebody will, you know.
I even have a pair that's falling apart, and I have it listed at like 60 because they are like sandals, and right now
Yeah.
Doc Martin sandals can sell for quite a bit. And even at like $60, I still have people entertaining that
I had a pair
at
of Doc
60.
Martin sandals back in, speaking of Y2K, I had Doc Martin sandals back then. I don't know what happened to them. I guess,
See, you can find them all the time, even old ones. Like, it's
yeah.
surprising how many you still find that they're still around. With other shoes, you can't find old shoes. Like,
No, because they make them well. Like other shoes, you know, they fall apart. But they're made well. I have like nice boots that I've had for a long time that, because they're made well, not garbage. Well, this was the shoe, the shoe show.
the shoe show. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be our thumbnail. The shoe show. I'll do that right now before I forget about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this weekend, but I'm also not because it sounds like it's gonna be really busy. It's gonna be some of those days I feel like where I leave at like 7 a.m. and I don't come home till 5.
See, how long do the
7
sales
p.m.
go? See, around here, sometimes people have like a sale that's later, and like maybe an estate sale will go to like 2 or 3, but garage sales around here, they're over by like 1 or 2. Like some of them only go till noon, like 9 to noon. I'm usually
around
home
here will
by
go
noon.
until 8 o'clock, like at night.
At night.
Some of them will go late. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's crazy. It's just, yeah, I couldn't
It
go
depends
that long
though.
with a garage sale.
Some will end around 5, 6, which works, but some people like to stay up later, and I get it because probably the weather's a lot better later at night too, and it gives people time to go like after work if they're at work or.
Well, yeah, because you have them during the week. I guess I'm thinking.
I'm so surprised that people started yesterday on Tuesday. I'm like, what? It's starting to sound like where Grandma and Pops are now.
I know. You're like, well, you're not that far. It's
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Everybody's selling everything. Yeah, no, there's not.
I'm not gonna complain.
No, you got
I'll
lots
stock
to
up
do.
while I can.
There's an estate sale, but it's like old lady and like big furniture and antiques. I don't know if they'll have anything good.
Yeah, I
don't
haven't.
wanna do
I do
that.
highlight a couple sales on my list. Like if I have one I really want to go to, I'll highlight it.
Yeah.
And so I have a few tomorrow that are like that. A couple on Saturday. And of course, that auction Thursday and Friday. I keep thinking today is Thursday because of sales. And then that auction on Friday, which I'm debating, because like the list is all right, but like of course the stuff I'm interested in isn't really stuff that they list. It's usually just like miscellaneous things like trinkets and things like that I'm actually interested in. And of course that one sale I went to last week. Was that last week already? Something like that. They didn't even put pictures of half the stuff. They took like 5 photos of like some of the really good items. No pictures or anything else, so I figured it'd be a small auction. No, this auction ended up going until the afternoon. Like,
Wow.
There's so much stuff. Like, they didn't take great photos, and like they didn't release the whole list of everything that was there. So I'm wondering if I should still go, because there could be just a random thing that they don't list that I do want.
Right.
That no one knows about because there's no list. Anyways. That's all I got.
Me too. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to take some more pictures, so I have plenty of stuff to do tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, I need to get my some listings up today as well. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I needed to put a few up today. So stay in the algorithm.
Yes. It's like that song "Staying Alive," but stay in the algorithm.
Stay in the eBay algorithm. I don't know how that would go.
It doesn't flow quite nicely,
No.
but it works. Yeah, that's all.
All right.
That's it. I'm probably gonna take a quick nap.
That sounds good.
The day is catching up to me now. I'm like, wow, I am a little tired. Anyways, hope you all have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Good sales. I think it's peak garage sale season now. At least here.
Yeah. Well, we still have some, but spring is like when all the community sales are. We're kind of now it's just one-offs here and there. But yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye, guys.